Hello, I'm Fenella Jingga Keissataqtha, and in this video, I'm going to share my understandings regarding to the previous materials that have been explained by my friends in the classroom, and this is about one of the aspects of what should be considered before making an assessment, which is the validity aspect. So, first of all, I'm gonna share or explain about the concept of validity. Validity means that a test should measure to what it is supposed to measure. Okay, so to put it simply, that validity means the accuracy of a test. For example, if there is a speaking test, then the test must measuring the speaking ability. However, if there is a grammar test, then the test should measuring the grammar knowledge. If the test measuring something else, then the test is not valid or the validity is low. Okay, so for the next one, I'm going to explain about 6 types of validity. They are the face validity, content validity, and then construct validity, criterion validity, and also the internal validity and external validity. I'm going to explain it one by one based on my understandings and still related with my friends explaining in the classroom previously. And the first one, this is about the face validity. Okay, so face validity means that when a test looks appropriate at the first glance. For example, if a student is currently standing in front of the class and she or he have to describe picture describing something else, then it means that the student is currently having a speaking test. So it means that the student is not having the other tests like grammar test and then or writing skills or the listening test. So when we clearly see that it is a specific test, then which is the speaking test, then the face validity is valid. Okay, so basically, the face validity is subjective, is simple, and also based on the judgment. And the second one, I'm going to explain about the content validity. Okay, so content validity means that when a test covering all of the materials that supposed to be measured. For example, if the teacher is conducting writing test or conducting a test, then the topic is about descriptive text. Then the materials should including all of the aspects that is in the descriptive text, such as the grammar, vocabulary, and then generic structure, and also the language features. If the test only measuring grammar test, then the content validity is super low. So basically, the content validity based on the syllabus, curriculum, and also usually also uses a test blueprint. And the third one, this is about the construct validity. Construct validity means that a test should measuring the theoretical concept. The theoretical concept here, or the context here, means that the abstract concept or the abstract context. For example of this kind of construct validity is the speaking ability, writing skills, and also the reading comprehension. For example, if the teacher is currently measuring the students or assessing the students' speaking skills, then it must include the pronunciation, fluency, and etc. So it means that the construct validity is good and is high. And the next one, I'm going to explain about the criterion validity. The criterion validity means that a test result match another standard. Okay, so here there are 2 types of criterion validity, which is the concurrent validity and also the predictive validity. The first one is about the concurrent validity, which means that 2 test results is comparing at the same time. For example, a student is already having kind of like a TOEFL test in which the speaking test from a trusted organization, and the student got a very high score in the student's speaking skills. And then in the other day, the student is also having school test in which the speaking test that is conducting by the teacher in the classroom, then she also got a very good score or a very high score, then the teacher will be comparing the two test results, which is the TOEFL test and then the school test. And when it is compared, all of the results is good, so this is valid. And the next one, this is about the predictive validity. The predictive validity means that someone's performance is already predicted before. For example, a placement test already measuring someone's achievement, someone's future performance. So it is when she or he already predicted by the score, then the results or the test results is already gotten. Then when it is compared, then the predictable is it predictable or not, like it is valid or not. So we can see in this kind of like predictive validity, which the method with comparing or predicting the placement test first. So kind of like that. And the next one, I'm going to explain about the internal validity. The internal validity means that when a test is based on the treatment, not other process. For example, if the speaking skills of a student has improved because of the video, then the teacher should make sure that it is really based on the video, not based on the other process like practice or the teacher help. And then I'm going to explain about the last validity, which is the external validity. This type of validity means that when a method is worked or when a method works in another situation. For example, if the teacher conducting kind of like a specific method in the class A, then and the test results maybe it is, we can say it's good, then the teacher is trying to use the same method in the other classroom, which is the class B, and the test result in the class B is also good. Then when it is comparing or when it is like the teacher is observing the test results, then when the test resulting the same score, then it is means that the method is valid. So the external validity is super high. Okay, so I think that's all my explanation about the validity. I have explained about the definition of validity and also 6 types of validity. I'm so sorry if I made mistakes on how I deliver my ideas. And thank you so much and see you next time.